My time in Belize was very eye-opening. I found myself comfortable around people that I hadn't even known existed before this trip. I've made bonds and friendships that I couldn't imagine not making, and that I definitely would not have made if I hadn't studied abroad with this very specific group of people. This video isn't about being sappy though. This is my reflection on this trip and what I learned from Belize. I think the biggest takeaway I took from this trip was how to work with a team and really just trust others. This whole trip was a little overwhelming at points. We are immersed in a new culture, a new world if you will. The food was different, the stores were in different currency. We were basically the only outsiders in Orange Walk our whole stay. I had to trust in the locals, my peers, and the professors to have a great trip. I had to listen to our professors and our tour guides when things changed last minute because things ultimately always change last minute. I had to look out for my new friends and stay in groups if we went out. I had to trust the locals to help out when we were lost or needed something. This trip taught me how to trust and go with the flow, and that's something that I will absolutely take with me after this trip and class. We didn't just work as a team on navigating a new culture, we also had to work on teams on our shoots. Having 5 projects going on one trip wouldn't have worked if we hadn't had a strong team. We all had to jump in and help with the projects that weren't our main focus, and it was nice to know that if anyone needed help with anything, that someone would be there. We had to listen to each other's concepts and ideas to make sure we were making the best content we can make while we were in Belize. If we hadn't collaborated the way we had, I don't think we would have been able to get as much work done as we did down there. It was truly an honor to be surrounded by such talented people for 10 days and see what we could make and accomplish on our busy schedule. One thing that stood out to me and kind of surprised me while I was there was how welcoming everyone was. The locals of Orange Walk, our tour guides, and pretty much everyone we ran into there was so friendly and so open to talk with us. As we walked down the street, we had people honking their cars saying hello to us, and they would tell us goodnight, both morning and night, because they thought that was our greeting. It was just so wholesome to be so welcomed by a group of complete strangers, some of which we didn't even share the same language. It really opened my eyes to how unwelcoming America can be. It makes me wish that we could change that. Even if we were just half as welcoming and kind as Belize was to us, I feel like America would be a much better place to our visitors and the people that live there. Overall, I am so happy I went on this trip. I was so close to not going because I was scared that it'd be canceled because of COVID, but I'm so glad I didn't let COVID take away this experience from me. I made some friendships that I see being lifelong and bonds that I couldn't imagine not having. I truly don't think I would change a single thing about this trip. Even the overwhelming moments were bearable due to this group of people. I am so grateful I was able to experience this trip. I feel like I have grown as a person, a film creator, a photographer, and a team player, all thanks to Belize.